Steve's outrageous news. Sleep with me or you are sacked. Woman Yahoo boss accused of threatening female colleagues. Before we get into this, real short here, when businesses were dominated mainly by heterosexual men, then heterosexual men used their power to try to get women to sleep with them. And now, as you have more gay men, lesbian women that are in charge and at the top of their fields and everything, they're using their positions to get people that they want to sleep with to have sex with them. So this is just par for the course. Here we go. A leading woman executive at Yahoo threatened a female colleague with the sack if she did not have sex with her, it has been claimed. Maria Zhang has been accused of sexual harassment and wrongful terminating her colleague's employment. Ms. Zhang is senior director of engineering at Yahoo Mobile in America, is alleged to have coerced Nan Shi, and once again the article will be linked below if you want to read it for yourself, a principal software engineer, to have sex on numerous occasions in a flat owned by the company near its headquarters. I'm reading this from the Daily Mail. If there's a few British terms in there, that's why. In legal papers filed in California, it is claimed that Yahoo executive forced her subordinate to work grueling hours and write work emails on her own time, sometimes right after sex. Ms. Zhang told Ms. Shi she would have a bright future at Yahoo if she complied. It is claimed, but she would lose her job, her stocks, her shares in Yahoo, her future if she rejected her advances. Sounds familiar, right? Ms. Shi alleged that after she complained to Human Resources, she was fired. Yahoo strongly denies the claims made against Ms. Zhang. In her complaint, Ms. Shi says she met her boss when she went to work for a mobile company Ms. Zhang set up in Seattle. When Yahoo bought the company out last year, both women moved to California and ended up sharing an apartment. In a newspaper interview, Ms. Shi described how Ms. Zhang allegedly surprised her one morning as she slept on the couch in her apartment. She said, "I was in a deep sleep one morning, sleeping on the sofa because she had taken my bed. When she came in without clothes on, crawled into my blanket and woke me up, hugging me, kissing my face and neck. I woke up." Okay, so this Zhang is at Miss Shi's place, sleeping in her bed. That's what it sounds like to me. Miss Shi said she was in a deep sleep one morning, sleeping on the sofa because Miss Zhang, was sleeping in her bed. I woke up and I got scared. I was shocked. I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "You'd like me a long time." Okay, she'd like me a long time. But I didn't feel the same toward her. I said, "Come on, we're friends. I love you as a person, not as a lover." In the complaint, she accuses Ms. Zhang of unfairly downgrading her performance reviews for the second and third quarters of 2013. According to court documents, Yahoo's human resources personnel refused to conduct an internal investigation when Ms. Shi complained about her advances. And let me interject here. Now, there was a good old boys club or whatever, and complaints, it was hard. I imagine way back in the past it was pretty hard to get complaints if females had complaints. Well, now, like I say, now you have this power shift. You have more gay men and lesbian women. They're in these positions in the companies and everything. But now you have the same resistance. Why? Because remember, it's all 100% about gay men and lesbian women being victims, not victimizers. So there is a real problem, for gay men and women that get victimized, to be heard. It just makes sense. It's the same process until the legal system, until everything comes forward. It's the same way with gay marriage and all that. As soon as you get gay marriage and all that, you're getting divorce. And there you are. It's just it ends up leveling out in a certain way. So you can see the resistance. They're like, "Oh, it's gay, it's lesbian. We don't want to get into it. Just ignore it, and it'll go away." And that only helps perpetrators, right? Just like it did when heterosexuals were running things, Anyway, point made. Instead, Miss Shi was put on unpaid leave and eventually fired. Miss Shi, a native of Beijing who graduated from Ohio University with a degree in computer science, is seeking financial as well as punitive damages. The lawsuit also names Yahoo as a defendant. Well, she had better have emails, she had better have proof, she had better have some video, she had better learn from what women do to men all the time in the media. Okay, you better have your stuff, your stuff lined up, or you're not gonna, regardless of your gender or preference or whatever, you're not gonna be successful if you don't have your evidence. Yahoo officials defend Ms. Zhang, a spokesman said. There's absolutely no basis or truth to the allegations against Maria Zhang. Maria is an exemplary Yahoo executive. Okay, that tells you a lot right there. And we intend to fight vigorously to clear her name. She's in the top levels of this, and they're going to do everything. In April, Silicon Valley Business Journal named Ms. Zhang as one of the women of influence in 2014. Her profile stated that she is passionate about supporting women, and she actively mentors other women's engineers. Ms. Zhang told the magazine that she was fortunate that she has so many opportunities to influence other women's careers. When asked to name something about her that would surprise others, she replied that she has a growing collection of Hello Kitty paraphernalia. Miss Shi claims are the latest scandal to hit Silicon Valley. Okay, I'm going to change this up abruptly. And an escort, Alex Titchman, is accused of killing Google executive Forrest Hayes with an overdose of heroin in his yacht, and the mobile phone dating app Tinder has denied allegations that a female marketing executive was repeatedly called a whore by a senior executive. So they got some issues in Yahoo. They have a lot of money, which means that they get access to the top lawyers. That means they get the best law, and people they're going to take care of each other. So that's this whole thing is pretty crazy, right? And this is the way it is. That definitely once again, the link down below. It definitely made Steve's Outrageous News. Until next time, take care.